Hello everyone else, welcome to new video. Today I'm going to talk about money speaks one language. I was just thinking for a while about my life, my future and my belongings. And then I decided to do nothing here. And I will be honest to you. Mostly I'm living in very hard conditions because I'm living in the Middle East and life is not really I expected before. So I'm just being so angry about this situation because if you are living in the Middle East, life is really hard for you. Especially I'm living in Turkey, and according to my opinion, this country never get growth like the other Middle Eastern countries. And I will not doing to do something about that because it won't change whatever you do. It doesn't change the situation. So here, whenever I'm just checking my life, I'm just comparing myself with the others, such as the people like Nemocho. She's a very best chess player in this world. I'm not sure, maybe they're amongst the women. But there are other people around the world, such as the vloggers. They are just taking the vlogs in England and they are just going to China. Maybe they can just visit to Canada. And then I'm just checking my life. And after I just looking to my life, I can easily understand that I'm not living. Actually, I'm just breathing here. So we are doing the comparison with the others, and then we are trying to say to ourselves why we are lacking in this life. So here there are a bunch of the problems are arising, and it's not easy peasy to get explored it. So sometimes people need to understand and accept their situation in this world. But some people are trying to disagree with that, and then they are trying to change their lives. But it is not easy peasy, as I mentioned that before. The money only speaks one language. And when you try to learn another languages such as Japanese, Chinese, Korean, German, maybe other, maybe the Hebrew, and maybe you can also learn the Russian. Like, it doesn't mean that you can just get the money. And when you just learn the philosophy, it doesn't get you a girlfriend. That's the reason why we are so angry about this life. If you are a male at your 26, if you couldn't do anything in this life, mostly you are going to get expelled by the society. Whenever I'm just checking society, I can easily say that they don't give a fuck about you. Mostly people are just saying that we need to think about society. Society is all core in this world, like etc. etc. I don't give a shit about society. Because mostly, if you don't think about yourself, you are going to fuck up, brother. I'm just checking my environments, like some ghetto places here, like Istanbul. And when I just checked their situation there, I easily got it. People are just beating each other. People are just trying to fight with each other. And then they are thinking as a normal, because it is the Middle East. Yes, there are a bunch of the fights, there are a bunch of the like the laws, there are a bunch of the criminals amongst the world, but in the Middle East, the percentage is very higher than the other countries. Whenever I'm just checking my life, I really miss the life of the other countries' members, such as the first-class countries. If you are living in the third-class countries, your resources are underdeveloped, and it is not just easy to get the resources here, because mostly you need to get into the game and you need to compete with others, and maybe you need to smash them, like the America. Even in America, the situation is the same. If you just lose your job, you're gonna fuck up. You will going to get expelled by the society, and maybe you will just continue the life as a homeless. So it is normal in America, maybe in the United States, but in Japan, it is also changeable. The sexuality is another key factor here. In the third-class countries, the sexuality are just getting pressured by the religion, and the governments are just controlling the people's opinions by the religion, and they are using them as a tool. And then they are deciding that if we control the people, then we can control the government, and then we can control our country, etc. That's very normal. That's the reason why if you just disagree with the religion in the underdeveloped countries, probably you also disagree with the government. Mostly the people are just trying to express their ideas here, but nothing is true. In the communism, in the capitalism, there are a bunch of managing styles, right? if you are living in the not very big country, like if you are living in the Russia, maybe monarchism is very better. If you are living in the like not very big countries, such as the small countries like the Latvia, maybe Poland, the democracy can be useful. But in the end, the Western societies and Eastern societies are so changeable. Turkey is sometimes we can count it as a Eastern society, but in the end, it is not very open to develop. And whenever I'm just checking lifestyles from the Europe, I feel myself very behind of this world. Maybe I will not catch about them, and maybe I will not be like them, because their cultures are also so different. Mostly, they are starting to making some communities whenever they're young, whenever they're the 20s or whenever they're the 15s. Mostly, if you are living in Turkey, people are here just listening to underdeveloped songs, like they are calling it Turkish, and then maybe just they are going to Moscow and they are praying for their whole lifetime, but they are not trying to believe the Islam or the other beliefs with their heart. They are mostly trying to believe on it because of their interest, because they are going to heaven after they die. Yeah, everything based on interest in this world. So everybody is thinking about their interest, and I'm not going to disagree with this idea, and I'm going to accept it. But there are some things to speak. Because of my face, because of my appearance, I have always expelled by the society, by the communities. And then I thought it as a normal after a while. At the first, I also just disagreed with that. Nobody was talking to me, nobody was trying to interact with me. At the first, I was just really shocked about that. But after a while, I understood that people are alone in this world. People need to just create their own communities. Unfortunately, it's true. Whenever I'm just checking the other videos, other YouTubers, they can get the easy communities. For example, if you're a beautiful girl, if you're a model on the YouTube, you can get easy audiences because of your beauty. If you are not beautiful, your viewers are gonna be less. That's the hardship realities. If you're just a beautiful girl, you can open up a YouTube channel, and when you just upload the 5 videos, you will be viral. Well, there's nothing to do. If you're asking my opinion, I have always wanted to live in Japan or Canada. I have always wanted to work in the nightclubs, maybe in some very relaxed jobs, maybe adult industries. I'm not just calling it as a porns or other thing as well here. There are a bunch of the other occupations in the adult industries, like selling some different things, etc. Because the sexuality are just getting pressured in Turkey. If you are asking my opinion, I have always wanted to just take photos with the models, with the cosplay girls, and just sharing it on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel, and then I can say the Turkish society, sex is very normal, the nudity is very normal, and just like the other, like being naked is very normal. If you're asking my opinion, because whenever I'm just checking Germany, they can go to the baths, they can go to the onsens, like even in Japan, without any clothes. Yeah, even in Germany, girls and males can get into the same pool without any clothes, and it is very normal there. But in Turkey, there is other Islamic pressure. And if you have the money, you can just get out of this Islamic pressure, and you can just change your country, and you can change your life. I feel myself very depressed here. Nobody's talking to me. Everybody's thinking that I'm mad. Everybody just trying to judge me here. If I had a bunch of followers, and if I had great amount level of money, if I taking from the YouTube, mostly I will just probably resign my job and go to another country, even the without visas country for myself. Because whenever I'm just living here, I feel myself stuck. And nobody is trying to think about me because of I'm Turkish. If your country is low development, mostly probably people not going to think about you. And also I feel alone. I didn't have any girlfriend in my life. Actually, nobody tried to wrote to me If I had the chance, probably I would like to just get married from someone from Poland, Germany, Japan, or Canada because of the supposed visa. If I get the supposed visa, probably I never have to come back to Turkey or the Middle Eastern countries. I'm just begging to some other countries from Turkey. Please give me a supposed visa. If anyone would like to get married with me from Japan, Poland, Canada, maybe Germany, maybe another secular countries, I'm not just talking about China, maybe Taiwan, I'm just going to give an exact speech to you. My first country is Japan, second country Germany, third country Canada, fourth country maybe Germany. Maybe we should start the count first. Japan, Germany, Canada, Poland, Czech Republic, Taiwan. If anyone, a girl from these countries, would like to get married with me, I will just say yes, exactly, because of the getting the supposed visa and getting out from Turkey borders. It is very tough for me, just feel stuck in this culture. The culture heritage and the culture pressure are so high here, especially religion pressure here. Never I just get into the Turkish society. That's the reason why I have opened a YouTube channel and just trying to talk with you. Why? It's easy peasy. Because if you are just getting expelled by the society and you are going to talk about it and you are going to think about it, nobody is speaking to you. And then your life is really under the pressure. And I'm living my bullshit parents here, and actually they're my not parents, I might have a schizophrenic mother and just a bullshit brother. And then I'm just thinking about it twice. I'm not just very disagree with my parents here, but the problem is I don't feel belong to here. If I have the money, probably I would like to travel around the world and I would actually just do whatever I want. Now, if you are not very beautiful, if you are not very handsome, you're gonna fuck up, brother. The world is based on the aesthetic values. If you are not very aesthetic, probably nobody will going to give you a hand and you need to just be stuck on your position. Well, whenever I'm just watching the other content creators from the other countries, this is really tough for me. They can do whatever they want, they can do whenever they want. And look at me. I could never just change even my city here because of I'm a Turkish. I also don't like Turkish people here, and I'm going to give you the reason why. Because they are making more babies here and they are not taking care about it because of the cheap labor, and they are not drinking it twice. Why? Give an example of why. They are working from morning to night and they say it's normal. Yeah, because of their really math. Actually, I'm not math, they are math. Why? The problem is here arising whenever I'm just checking and talking to this them. They are trying to understand the condition behind of this realness. And they are not just giving an exact speech of it. And then they don't do anything for it. They are working from morning to night and they are just quoted as a normal. It is very normal. It is not normal actually. If you are from Germany, you can just work less and you can travel around the world. But the Turkish people, even they go to Germany and other countries, they are going to get expelled because of they will see the Turks as a threat. Why? I need to just live here because of I burn here. Do I need to just accept this culture here? It is not very beneficial. If I had a chance, probably I would like to just change my country and citizenship. Why? Because the world is based on the galaxies and the cosmos and the other, like the cosmos and the novas, supernovas, and the country is very big and just getting bigger day by day. Why someone else just need to based on their identification? Because if I'm a Turkish, it doesn't mean that I will be stay Turkish all my entire life. Why? Because every country will going to collapse one day. Think about the Europe. Think about the China. The Ming dynasty has been destroyed and then Qin dynasty has been rising. That's the reason why even you are thinking about yourself in this position, it doesn't give you anything and any value. Because of it, people should just change their countries. I don't want to give a birth here because Turkey and their culture are very less developed, and I don't feel myself Turkish here. But the problem, as I mentioned that before, it is really tough for me to change my country because of my Turkish and from the Middle East. And mostly Middle Eastern people are just happy with their lives, and they are working from morning to night. They are going to bazaar and they are buying some stuffs, and they say it's normal and it's all lives, etc. Now, if I had the chance, probably I will change my citizenship and I will stay for the other countries. Why? Because this country will never be developed, and it never. Because of it, I need a spouse visa. If I get a spouse visa, I can change the country, and I would never want to just turn back again. But the problem is, just I need some woman just need to get married with me in order to get the spouse visa, and I will be so happy here. Otherwise, I will be stuck on it. I will be stuck here, and I will just have agonies for my entire life. It's not very beneficial, but it's the life of the reality. Being alone, being expelled, nothing have a girlfriend, nothing have a life, just only trying to exist here. I feel myself very like behind of the limits, behind of this world. That's the reason why I never feel myself to belong to this world, to belong to these countries. If you're alone, you need to be alone and you need to be happy. If you want to create a business, then you can go out and create a business. If your business is not going to collapse, you're going to be happy. Every business model can be destroyable and can be changeable. That's the reason why we need to just give some instructions about our lives. Whenever I'm just thinking myself, I have a bunch of pressures. I have a bunch of agonies. Yeah, let's go into open a fucking ChatGPT and then try to say some topics. Language is a world. Language is not only words, grammar, school. Yeah, when we speak a language, we also enter a way of life. One language can make us direct, another language can make us careful. But even if you learn the languages, for example, I have been just trying to listening a lot of podcasts in the Chinese, German, and other language as well. Currently, I can focus on the Japanese, Chinese, German, and English. But in the end, I can speak English and Japanese, and I'm trying to develop my Chinese and German skills. But also, it doesn't give you anything. Give me an example why. Because when you speak another languages, most people are going to judge you because of your grammar mistakes, and then they are going to give you a decision because of you are Turkish and you need to speak better than theirs. And if you don't do that, probably they will not see you as a polyglot. And I'm not actually a polyglot. I'm just trying to learn the languages and trying to express my feelings here. But if you're from the Middle East and people are expecting you to be strong and people are expecting you to go to the mosque rather than just interesting with the cultural development, that's really sad. I wish the third and second class countries will collaborate one day and going to fuck the first class countries. I hope the Japan, Canada, Germany, United States, and other first class countries will going to experience the same destiny with the third or second class countries. I wish. And their sons, their children, and their societies will going to be fucked up. I hope so. I hope they are going to be feel the poverty. They going to feel the ghettos. I hope one day the first class countries will going to experience the same destiny with the second and third class countries, especially third class countries. I wish one day the Germany and United States and Canada and Japan, especially I hope Japan, will going to be third class country. And they will experience the same ghettos like the third class countries in Turkey. I hope. Because they are deserving it. They are just mostly exploiting the other countries' resources and they are selling the cultures, and most of the third class countries are staying third class countries. And there is nothing changeable here. I hope they will just experience the same destiny. And even if I die, whenever I'm watching the first class countries, Japan, Canada, Germany, especially Japan, Whenever they are falling, I will be so happy because they will experience the same destiny with the Turkish countries. I hope the Turkish situation will going to be the same in the Japan and Germany, Canada and United States. I hope so because they are deserving it. So another things I want to mention that when a person says I speak one language, maybe it means more than we think. Maybe it means I live inside one world because words shape the way we see life. So language is not just a tool. It's a home, it's a mirror, it's a way to say this who I am. Well, even you speak the bunch of the languages, it doesn't mean that you can just feel yourself to this kind of languages. Let me explain you why. Such as if you don't have any interest with the Italian culture, and when you speak the Italian, you will never feel yourself Italianos, and it is going to be tough for you to learn the Italian. Why? Because I don't have any interest about the Italian culture, the Italian cultural events, the Italian festivals, Italian dishes, and for example, Italian meals and Italian specialties, and that's the reason why when I try to learn the Italian language, I will not do that easily, and it is better to stay stuck on the language which I want to learn, especially the Japanese and the Asian languages. But even you want to learn the Asian languages, like the Japanese, probably you need to also learn the kanjis, and there are a bunch of the exams of it. Some people are not able to pass their exams in this world, and it's very normal because when you want to get into the job in Japan, you need to learn the Sonkeigo and Teinego, and you need to get the GLPT exam, etc. for foreigners, but for the locals are also happening. So the problem especially is coming to this world of our expectations. If you make your expectations lower, mostly you can be happier and you can try to understand the world. But the world is not very easy peasy. Whenever I'm just checking to people, they can live the best of and luxury lives, and you are just saying to me that you shouldn't do the trade and you should stay on your position. No, I will not. Because if you are saying to me like that, mostly I'm gonna say the other things. Why the other people didn't just stay at their positions? Why America just get explored? The other bunch of reasons are just coming to us. Whenever I'm seeing the girls with the bad guys and they are dating with the bad guys and they are not just dating to me, I feel so angry about that. Because mostly the girls are really getting expelled, they are getting charmed by the criminals, and they are saying that's a normal. Whenever they are getting just die, I don't just sad about it. I think it's a normal because they like the criminals, and that's what they deserve. So the words and feelings. Feelings are often bigger than words. Sometimes we feel sad, but sad is too small. Sometimes we feel tired, but tired is not enough. Sometimes we say I'm okay, but inside we are not okay at all. No, I'm just going to just give an academical, and this is better to academic podcast. It's better. It's better to give an academic podcast here. And the money in this world is very important, and also time is very important as well. Whenever you are just reading a book, and whenever you are watching a video, you are giving your time to it. Even you like it, even you don't like it. And sometimes people are just trying to understand that we are so unbroken. We are so beyond of our limits. Making another videos and listening of the people not give you anything, but we are continuing to do that. Just watching the sky, watching the peoples, watching the limits, and then trying to understand something. Well, that's the reason why we are here. Am I very handsome? Actually not. Money is only speaks one language when you go restaurants and when you go to other places.